Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the Fit Studio. My name is Lauren, and I'm going to be guiding you through a full body mat class today. You won't need any equipment, just yourself and a mat. If you don't have a mat, feel free to grab a towel, and we're going to start on all fours today. Hands are going to be underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. We're going to start with some fire hydrants for some hip mobility. So you're going to exhale, you're going to bring your right knee out to the side. Take an inhale as you draw that knee in. Exhale, lift that right knee up. Inhale, draw it back in. Good. We're here for 8 fire hydrants here. So that right knee is in line with the right ankle. Trying to stay as center as you can. The obliques are now starting to warm up as you open out that hip for another 4. In 3. We're going to go into glute circles here in 2. Pressing through both hands. 1 more here. Hold that fire hydrant out to the side. Bring the toes up to the sky. Go into that donkey kick position. Now draw the right knee in. Open the right knee out. Bring the toes up, lift the knee, draw it back in. Good. So now we're just circling out the thigh. Out, up, and then back down. Good. Gaze is straight down, just to the top of your mat. We're circling out your right leg. Out, lift, back down. Really lovely, guys. We're staying lifted through the abs. We're here for another 2. 1 more circle here, then draw it back. Good. Straight into those donkey kicks now. So pointing through the right toes, lifting the right leg up to the sky, and then lowering back down. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, lowering back down. Lovely. Again, keeping the chest lifted, keeping the tailbone lifted. We're in that neutral spine here. There's no tuck of the pelvis. Honeydew is circling the pool. Inhale, lower. Good. We're here for another 6. Your standing glutes should be starting to burn. We're here for 4. Exhale, donkey kick up for 3. Into. 1 more here. Lift that donkey kick and hold. Try to balance here. Square off those hips. Let's try and lift that left arm straight forward. Hold that donkey kick here. Pulses up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Take that child's pose. Bring those arms long. Forehead goes down to the mat. Chest goes down towards the mat. Big inhale here. And then exhale, let it go. Perfect. Rolling back up. Hands are back directly underneath those shoulders. Knees underneath those hips. We're going to the other direction now. So now bringing that right knee down, we're just going to lift up through that left thigh out to the side. And then take an inhale as you draw in. Back to those fire hydrants here. Up and down. Good. So try with these. My left hip is a little bit weaker due to my scolly. So it's a little harder here. So I like to look to my thigh when I do these fire hydrants just to make sure my knee is in line with my ankle and my ankle's not higher than the knee. We're here for another 4. Honeydew likes to growl at the pool cleaner inside of the pool. So she barks. That's why. 2 more here, lift. 1 more here. We're going to hold that fire hydrant. We're going to circle that thigh now. Bring the toes up towards the sky, parallel with those hips. Lower the left leg down. Open the knee out to the side. Circle the hip around and then draw it in. Beautiful. Circling out those glute circles here. It's a fantastic exercise for the hip mobility. This is such a nice class. If you want some gentle movement today, nothing too crazy. She's so funny. Dewey, nah. She's like, this is my class. 2 more. Out and lift and lower. Good. 1 more circle here. Up, out. We're going to hold that that donkey kick here. We're going to allow, if you can, lower the left knee down. Donkey kick straight up. Lower down. Donkey kick straight up. Good. If you are ready, if you're able to, let's lengthen that right arm forward, lower the left leg, and lift, and lower, and lift. Wow, this side feels way different. We're here for 6. Point through the feet, 5, and 4. 3 more here, you got it in 3. Squeeze that left glute in 2. 1 more here. Beautiful. Draw it in, take that child's pose. Lovely, guys. We're going to go into a little bit of spinal rotation here. So you're now just going to bring your left hand behind your head. Stay on all fours. Inhale, lift through the left part of your chest. Rotate down to the mat. And lift up. And rotate. Oh, most of us are pretty tight in this area of our spine. So this should feel nice to get it a little bit less sticky. Let's do one more rotation. Up. And down. And center. Good. Let's do the other side. Right hand behind the head. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the elbow, and rotate through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate through. Good. Staying with that breath. This is my first video I'm filming in my backyard. So I feel like all the classes now are just going to be honeydew circling the pool. Inhale, last one. Great work, guys. Whew. Alrighty, we're going to go on our backs now. Feet are planted on the mat. Feet are hip distance on the mat. We're going to go into some bridging. I'm going to close my eyes because the sun is directly in my face. We're going to tuck that pelvis, go into that C curve. Let's round and lift those hips up into your bridge. Take an inhale at the top, and then exhale, melt that spine down 1 vertebra at a time. Back into that neutral. Beautiful. Again, let's tuck the pelvis. Lifting those hips up, squeezing those glutes. Take that inhale, and then exhale, melting through the spine. Lovely. We're here for another 3. Tuck, lift, squeeze those glutes at the top, and lower down on your next exhale. Beautiful. Good. 2 more. Tuck, lift, squeeze through those heels, melt it down. 1 more here. Tuck the pelvis. Let's lift up into that bridge and hold. We're going to start to march those legs. Your right leg goes into tabletop. Inhale, drop it back down. Other leg goes into tabletop. Drop it back down. Then melt that spine down. Good. So 1 march each side. Tuck that pelvis again. Drive through those heels. Hold. Right leg in tabletop. Drop it back down. Left leg in tabletop. Drop it back down. And then melt those hips down again. Good. Tuck the pelvis again. Roll it up. Pull those abs in. Belly button to spine. And march. And march. And melt. Good. On your next bridge, we're going to tuck the pelvis, lift up into that bridge and hold. Let's just march those legs for 10 and 9. Those hips stay as still as you can. 8 and 7. Good, guys. And 6 and 5. If you need help with those hips, pop those hands on those hip bones for 3. Keep them still in 2. 1 more here. Melt that spine all the way down. Beautiful work. Those legs are long, guys. Arms are up towards the sky. We're going to exhale, tuck the chin to chest, scoop around the back, and then roll that spine up and then lower down. Really nice, guys. Okay, 1 more little set here. We're going to go back on all fours. If at any point this gets too much, feel free to do any of these planks on your forearms. I'm going to be doing them on my hands today, but feel free to do any of these. That was a motorbike. Any of these on your forearms. We're in a high plank to start. Hands again underneath those shoulders, and when you're ready, you're up on both feet, holding that high plank here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good. You're holding this plank. You're pressing through those palms, Bringing those shoulder blades apart, you're wrapping those abs around your waist, squeezing those glutes. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to go into a plank to pike. Exhale, lift those hips up. Chest goes towards the legs. Inhale, back into that plank. And again, pike those hips up. Those legs stay nice and long. And then back into that plank again. Good. For another 3. Pike it up. And forward. Inhale, lift 2. And forward. One more here, lift. Forward, hold. Now we're going to just pull that right knee in towards your chest. Lengthen it back. Left knee pulls into the chest. Lengthen it back. 1 pike. Good. 1 mountain climber each side. In. Lengthen. In. Lengthen. 1 pike. Good. 3 more. 3. And pike. Good, guys. Stay breathing. 2 more. In. Lengthen. In. Lengthen, pike. Good job, guys. 1 more here. Whew, I need some grippies for my hands, my sweaty hands. And pike. Hold center. We're going to hold that plank here for 10, 9, 8. Squeeze those glutes. 7. Lift up through the abs. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees. Take that child's pose. Relaxing the forehead to the mat. Releasing tension in that upper back. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful, and rolling up. Well done, guys. The sun has come out. Next time I will be popping on my sunnies. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time.